What's going on, everyone? Today is a little bit different video. I'm going to respond to some criticism, if you can even call it that, accusations of my indicator being a repainting indicator. For those of you that don't know what a repainting indicator is, um, I have an example of one up on the screen right now. So this is the zigzag indicator. You can see I turn it on and off, right? So that's the zigzag indicator. And what it does is even after a candle closes, it will move this signal here to basically show differently than it was, okay? Here, for instance, so right now we have I guess this would be it's calling tops and bottoms, right? So it looked like it called a great bottom right here, right? Well, as you can see, even after this is just the 1 second candle, so don't pay attention to that any of the alerts. Actually, I'm trying to show you the function of the alert, okay? And so what a repainting indicator does is, see how we have this signal here? Okay, well, right here it called a top. It's giving us a signal, right? Even after the candle's closed. Well, now what happened? Now it's disappearing, it's moving. This isn't a great tool, in my opinion, to use because you can't trust it, right? So it told us our top was here initially. Now it's telling us it's here, okay? And now it's telling us it's down here, right? So what good is that going to do you when you're trying to get in a trade and actually call a top or a bottom, okay? Not much. And if you go back, it looks like this indicator was great, right? Looks like, okay, look, the indicator called this bottom here. Must be, it must be good, right? Let me just look and see. Interesting that was the last signal on that. I wonder if it has a repeat thing. I'm not too familiar with this indicator here, but anyways, my point stands. This is what a repainting indicator is, okay? And as you can see, even after the candles are closed, this top, okay, that was called here is moving, okay? And now you see it's moving again, right? So that's a repainting indicator, and I can understand why this would be a misleading indicator. Well, how, it gave us a signal here. Well, yeah, but it moved, okay? So somebody in YouTube, I'm not going to mention any names, so I'm not trying to get into that, but without any evidence, even after I offered them a free trial, they said, hey man, this is a repainting, or excuse me, they said, hey man, is this a repainting, in caps, indicator? If this is a repainting indicator, then your signals, which I'll show you in a second, are extremely misleading. And I answered the question. I said, no, this is not a repainting indicator. Right? That should have ended it there, right? I don't believe you. Okay. I still think this is a repainting indicator, and you're just trying to get over on people and sell them misleading products, okay? So as you can see, if you've been watching this video, and if you haven't, keep an eye on this, right? So I initially posted this here, right? And as you can see, this indicator is moving even after the candles close, okay? So it gave us a signal here, but now it's changing where it gave us signals even after the candle closed, okay? So that's a repainting indicator. That's no good. Now I'm going to prove to you here without a shadow of a doubt, without showing you the code, because I'm keeping that to myself. I worked hard for that. That my indicator is not a repainting indicator, okay? So again, I don't have these. This is just the 1 second chart. I don't have this set up for anything less than the 5 minute chart. I could probably set up like something real quick, but that's not the point of this. The point of this is it's not the point of this to show you kind of the buy and sell signals, right? The point of this is to show you that my indicator is not a repainting indicator. Okay, so what you can do is, and I'm going to show you this right now, is I just turn my indicator on, right? So yeah, ignore the signals. I mean, that's kind of, ignore the actual signals, okay? I want you to focus on, and I'll show you the difference between a indicator, which once these are in, these stay, okay? So when this called a top right here, and you got the sell signal, that, you know, it didn't move. It's not moving. If you can, let me try and zoom in a little bit more so you can see, right? So you'll see when it pops up, it may disappear, but actually it won't because it's a 1 second chart. I would never suggest trading with this chart, by the way, but it's allowing me to show you this in real time. That's why I have it on the 1 second chart. So as you can see, this called this top back at the start of this video here, right here at this blue line. Look at where it's at now. Okay, here we go. Here's my signal, right? Okay. Now, if this was a repainting indicator, then this buy signal would disappear. Okay, let's watch it. Hope you guys are having a good day. Getting set to go on a vacation. This is my last video before vacation. Indicators been performing very well lately, especially on the hourly and daily time frame. 5 minute chart has always been the kind of redheaded stepchild, but we've had some huge wins on those lately. So here you go. So as you can see, this is not a repainting indicator, okay? If it was, then these signals, after they show, they would disappear. Like this one. This one, like I said, we got this signal over here, and look at it's moving. Okay, so what signal is, and what'll happen is eventually this is gonna find the top, okay? And this will then stay. But what good does that do you? See, just like it did here, right? So eventually it will find a bottom and stay. But even then, this can still move. So this can move to somewhere over here, or it can move to here. It's a repainting indicator, so it can move. All right. And that's the accusation, as I've clearly shown. This is not a repainting indicator, so please don't talk crap about my products without even trying them or even trying to try them. You know, I offered this guy a free trial. He said, "Oh, you're just using this tool for novice novice traders and investors." I said, number one, what's wrong with that? What's wrong with providing a tool to you guys that's legitimate, genuine, accurate, very accurate, and that you guys can take advantage of, that you get a free trial on, okay? So you can see the results before actually paying for the indicator, okay? What's wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with that, okay? And you don't even need to be a novice investor to take advantage of this. This has been awesome, calling tops and bottoms in the market, as I've shown quite a few times. So as you can see, I've clearly shown there's the buy signal, right? It hasn't moved. None of these signals have moved. This is not a repainting indicator, okay? Why did he think this was a repainting indicator, okay? So this came off my daily setup. All right, so let's go to the daily chart setup here. Okay. So why did he think this was a repainting indicator? Well, look how fucking, excuse my language. I'm trying to be more professional. Look how accurate this is, okay? And none of these were repainted. Okay. Now you can go back and look and verify, or you can go back and screenshot this chart, or you can do whatever you want. Okay. The problem is that this is a daily chart. So whereas the chart that I just showed you was the 1 second chart, so each of these candles were 1 second. Okay. This is the 1 day chart. So each one of these candles is 1 day. All right. So it would take me a long time to show you that this was not a repainting indicator, but we can just go with like the last date. So this was what, July 9th. So if this is still here, whenever you guys are watching this video, maybe weeks, days, weeks down the road, then guess what? It's not a repainting indicator. We don't have any repainting code in the indicator. We don't use any of that in any of our setups. Okay, so please look. I tell you guys, and I say this quite a lot. What do I say? I say never trust, always verify. Okay, so what does that mean? Okay, never trust. Okay, so if you see this random thing out on the internet, let's say you just stumbled across my videos. Sorry, I don't know why I'm so dark in this. Let's say you just randomly stumble across my videos, and you say, oh, I think this is too good to be true. I don't know about this. Okay, that's fine. Honestly, that should be your initial response. It should be defensive. This industry is full of scammers, cheats, liars, and you have to navigate your way around that. And if you have common sense and you never trust, always verify. So don't trust what I'm telling you. Verify that what I'm telling you is true, okay? And that's what we have the trial for, so you can go back and you can look. You can look at what I'm telling you is true, that this isn't some sort of wizardry, or I'm using something to cheat people. Which, by the way, my community has been active for almost 4 years now. Go in there and ask, how many people I've cheated ever. So I value my integrity. When I say something, I mean it. If I provide something, it's true. And in my opinion, that is what's going to set that and this indicator and the performance and all that. That's what's going to set myself apart from my competitors and from everyone else on the internet. Is being someone you can trust, being someone who you can look to and say, okay, well, I've followed this guy for a while. He's never been full of shit. He's always told it like it is, for better or worse. Never trust, always verify. Okay. So that doesn't mean never trust and then never trust anything. That's only half the equation. Never trust, always verify. So if somebody says something and it takes you 5 minutes to verify, it would have taken this guy less than 5 minutes to say, hey, man, I want to see if that's legit or not. Can I get a free trial? Sure, absolutely. I told him like 5 times in the comments, hey, hit me up. Oh, no. Okay, whatever. Always verify. So come to me, try the indicator out. And if in this case, this guy would have been wrong, which is fine. We're all, nobody's right or wrong, but he's suffering because he's just doing the first part of that. He's not trusting. If he would have trusted and then verified, he could have had a potential game-changing tool that this is. This isn't for just new investors. This works for any experienced investor. The returns are crazy. Sorry, I'm like losing my voice, getting emotional talking about it, because the results are there. All right. And just like I showed you on the 1 second chart, these don't repaint either. Okay. Because if this had repainted, then this shitty sell signal here, this bad signal here where you lost money on, it would have come to here or to here or something like that, you know, now granted, that's only one, if you look at the rest of the section, okay, that one won, 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 that all these. So you had what? You had 10 winners, 11 winners, one loser. That's 92% just looking at the last few plays. You know what I mean? So if something's too good to be true, or it seems too good to be true, then don't take it at face value, but do your due diligence and look into it, because of all the people in internet finance, some of them are going to be legit, even if it's only 10%. Okay, that's still hundreds of thousands of legitimate people that are out here like me, who are trying to provide legitimate tools to you guys, to take advantage of. And yes, I charge for my indicator. You think I'm going to give this away for free? This is gold. Do you know how much money I've put in this, to invest in this, to develop it, to get it coded, to webhook the alerts? I put. I don't have to explain myself, but apparently I do. Because the haters are out there. So I'm just here to tell you, you're not going to win. All right. And this video just proved you wrong. So there it is. That's to bed. This is not a repainting indicator. All right. Next. Thanks for watching, guys.